In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Autarch as well as take it out on the racetrack. So now moving on to the review, so starting off with the acceleration as always, and honestly guys, when it comes to the Autarch, it is a rear wheel drive car, so by that we understand that it takes a second or two to launch, but then after that it accelerates very well, but then after that it also does lag a little bit in the top end department. So to sum it up briefly, it's not that good at launching the car, the mid-range is actually very good, but then after that it falls off at the top end. Not by much, but it is noticeable. But still guys, after all of that, I'd say that the acceleration of the Autarch is above average. And now on to the top speed guys, and what can I say, the top speed of the Autarch is actually very average for a supercar. It's not really that high and it's not that low either. It's plenty fast in the city, but when it comes to the highway runs or racing in a circuit or a track which has a lot of long straights, then you are in a lot of trouble, because then you won't be able to keep up because it is just average. Anyways, enough of the top speed, now let's move on to where it actually shines, and that is the handling. But like everything, it has a good part and a bad part. The good part is that the handling is very good. It can take corners at very high speeds without breaking a sweat, and on top of that, it does not really oversteer or understeer at all when going through these corners at high speed. But the problem is that it is not really that good at low speeds. At low speeds, the car is not really that good. It tends to understeer a lot, and because of that, it is really bad. But nonetheless, overall, I'd still give it an above average rating for the handling department, because although it does suffer at low speeds, its handling at high speeds is just phenomenal. It is just too good. So yeah, for that I'd give it an above average score. Oh, and yes, one more thing, if you are planning to race with the Autarch and it is in a small windy track with a lot of, let's say, maybe 180-degree turns, then the Autarch is probably better left alone. And now that we are done with the review, let's move on to the track test and as well as the conclusion. And well guys, what can I say about the Autarch? It is a very good looking car, it sounds very well, it accelerates well, it handles like a charm, but the top speed is just average at best. But then even though after all of that, the Autarch is still a very good pick if you are planning to race or if you are a professional who wants a good car for racing. Of course, it is not the best, but definitely it is one of the best cars in GTA Online for racing. Maybe in the top 10 to 20%. But then now the question arises, is it actually worth picking up? And the answer is no. Because in the city, the car is not really that fun to drive. There are many other cars out there which are better to drive than the Autarch in the city. And at the same time, it goes for racing as well, because although it is very good, it is still not the best. And thus, because of that, if you are a racer and you want to win every time, it's better that you go for something else which is a lot better than the Autarch. But again, this is just my own personal opinion. If you really like it and if you really want it, then yeah, the Autarch, you should probably get it because it is actually pretty decent and pretty good. Anyways, now on to the track test, and well guys, after a few multiple attempts, I have gotten a best time of 2 minutes and 57 seconds, which is honestly pretty good for a supercar. And now on to the drag race, and basically what we do here is we race in a straight line until we finish the race. And after a few multiple attempts, I have gotten a best time of 29 seconds, which is honestly not really that good for a supercar. And well guys, with that we are done with the track test as well as the conclusion. Anyways, with that guys, we come to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video, and well, to wrap it up, I guess I'll see you guys next time.